Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Plan B Terraform. We have water growing on the planet. It is growing. The more our planet warms up, the more water we get. So that's just gonna kind of go on its own. The only place, and we kind of talked about this last episode, is the only place we want to kind of keep an eye on is New Dhaka down here, because it's the only one that's relatively close to a water source where water is gathering. Guangzhou doesn't really look like it's close to anything, and Nagoya is pretty close to the mountains, so I think it's pretty high, and we don't really have to worry about it flooding. So we'll just kind of have to keep an eye on that. We did set up our I don't even know what we want to call, like, advanced fabrication zone, we could call this here. Let's click on this guy. Advanced fab. And the whole purpose of this place is to just kind of build these late game buildings and water control buildings as well. We need dam element, dam pumps, and the water pump. So we started, this is making reinforced concrete, which is utilizing this steel. So that's good. This guy is making, what are you making? Oh, ha 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 ha. I never built a depot for all the aluminum. So this guy's supposed to be making high-tech parts, which will be getting done. Oh, I think this was supposed to be aluminum ore over here. There we go. So this guy's making high-tech parts. This guy is making reinforced concrete. And then over here, which we haven't connected to anything, is making the tempered steel. So let's see here. We need to set up, I assume it's an assembly plant. Yeah, the assembly plant needs reinforced concrete and tempered steel, reinforced concrete, high-tech parts, and then this one is high-tech parts, reinforced concrete as well. So why don't we set up our assembler, like maybe like a bank of like 3 of them, and just set them to different things. So this one's pumping station, this one's pumping dam pump, and then this one, this last one here is going to be for the dam element. And so you two need to be in the high-tech part zone. So let's put you there and then move the dam element that way. This guy can be our tempered steel. This guy can be our reinforced concrete. Oop, where is that? There it is. And then we just need to set up some delivery locations here. So we'll do a circle there, circle here, and then connect these. Whoop. Connect here. Ta-da! And then one more. Yeah, we can have this on the same track. We need train, though, which takes mechanical parts. Which also take... I wonder if we shouldn't have, like, a train builder here as well. And then we could just add mechanical parts to one of the... Like, we could even make... This is kind of the beauty of having so much stuff as far as production goes. Just make even more stuff. So this guy will make mechanical parts. Drop those here. This guy's gonna be steel bar, like that, and then just go crazy with your excavators. Ta-da! And now we still don't have any trains, which is a little unfortunate, so we'll have to build them in Nagoya, I think. But this guy will build mechanical parts, which we'll bring over here. And then we can make trains in a different assembly. Like there. And then I'll actually just offload mechanical parts Just like into the middle. Alright, so let's go to Nagia. How do we get our trains here? You need mechanical parts, which we don't have any of. We have a lot of steel, though. What are you doing? You're making aluminum. For what purpose? Are you You're not delivering it to that guy. What is the purpose of this thing? I don't even know. It doesn't really... Let's get rid of that. Because it's not doing anything. And we just need to get mechanical parts to... We could move you... You're carbon. So we can move that inward. So what would it be delivering carbon to? Or it's taking carbon from these, whatchamacallums? Atmosphere extractor. And it's delivering it to this factory to make polymer out of. So let's move you over here. And then what we can do is we can actually take a factory, slap it down in the middle, and steal bars from here. And this guy will pump out mechanical parts that this guy can then use to make trains with, if we need to. That's good. So now we'll be able to get at least some trains to really make our advanced fabrication zone go wild. Because we got all the high-tech parts we could need. We've got all of the tempered steel we want. We've got mechanical parts flowing, which we can make more trains with. And then we have more than enough reinforced concrete over here. So things are going well. This train is like fully loaded. I almost think we need a second steel depot like here to unload the train fully, because it's one MK2 depot is not enough to unload a full train. I don't even think 2 will be able to. Oh, there it is. Let's watch. I think this is the first fully loaded train I've ever tried to watch deliver all of its materials to a place. So let's come in here, slowing down. Now 4 drones are going wild. Oh man, I don't even think it's gonna be close. Well, we'll see. It depends on if they get distracted at any point trying to load steel into the plant. Okay, they're keeping up. Not quite. It unloaded most of the train though, which is pretty impressive. So I think what I'll do is I'll just throw down even more steel bar, just to like, because that's the whole purpose of all these things is to load them up. The other thing that we could do is do more reinforced concrete. 2 MK2 depots is almost enough to keep up with 1 train, is kind of what I've learned. All right, so now we need to start delivering our other resources. So this train will pick up reinforced concrete and deliver here. And now we would like a train to pick up mechanical parts. Or maybe we'll pick up the tempered steel first and drop it here. And then the last train will pick up the mechanical part and deliver to there. And now we should definitely set up like limitations. The dam element, I'm not really sure how much you would need to hold back an ocean. A dam pump, same idea. I really have no idea. So let's go like 10, maybe 15, just to like, because it's a lot of high-tech parts to make a dam pump. And then the pumping station just makes water, which is great. But I'm not really sure how many you'd need. So let's just go with like 25. Hey, they already punched out 1. That's cool. Neat. Now, the ongoing quest for us is to grow our cities to the point where we have 30,000 population in general. The things that are holding us up right now Okay, so Dhaka is relatively easy right now. It is being fed enough high-tech parts, it's being fed enough reinforced concrete, but it's short on oxygen. The good news is it's relatively easy to get even more oxygen to a place just by throwing down more of these dudes. So we have space here to just kind of stick them down as long as they can fit in this location's sphere of influence here. Did we run out of concrete? No, you're still working. You're just kind of slow. We should get a second depot for reinforced concrete. These guys ran out of sulfur juice. And it is the concrete that's not keeping up. So maybe we want to throw down even more concrete manufacturing. The constant struggle in this game, and I've talked about it ad nauseum, so I won't talk about it much more, but the constant struggle is more concrete production. It's always the battle, or at least reinforced concrete production. So we threw down an oxygen thing there. We would have to bulldoze more stuff to get even more oxygen going, but I think what I want to do instead is just tack on over here instead. Why do I have 2 supply centers right here? Anybody know? When did I do that? What if I... No, the reason I want to keep this one is for the high-tech part. Get rid of this guy. Not necessary. We could throw down another oxygen thing, but I'd be missing out on some carbon production. So I think instead we're just going to expand our stuff out this direction. Throw down a supply center. Like close enough that this guy can reach it. I'm really excited. There is an MK3 depot. I assume that makes its range 3 instead of 2, which will make it like super useful to transport stuff across the city. Yeah, where's the best place to put this? Because right now we're kind of like shifting polymer back and forth across the thing to this plant. I would like more polymer to be delivered here. So maybe what we want to do is want to have another factory. So this one is for carbon. Throw down this factory here for polymer bar. These both will feed into this guy that feeds into this dude. And then, based on this guy being here, we just want to dump a bunch more atmosphere extractors around it. Like that. Maybe not... Well... What kind of an oxygen depot can I... Because we have to be careful here and still be able to deliver oxygen to the city. But we can do it by throwing down the supply center right here. That's good. Because these guys are going to throw out carbon to this guy, which feeds this factory. We still need to get more aluminum over to this side of the city. I don't know where this aluminum is coming from. Where are you being delivered from? Oh, it's from an aluminum field. Right? Just follow it all the way back. All right, we need another train on this thing. Maybe even 3. So let's throw a train down now. And then once this train hits the depot... Oh, okay, we already had 2 trains on there. So third train being loaded. That's good. That train is fully loaded. Fantastic. And now it's zipping off out of there. We've like fully committed to making Dhaka like our new megalopolis, which is funny because it's the one that's most in danger of flooding, I think. But this should help a lot as well to be able to pull all of the aluminum off of these trains, because we didn't unload that train fully either, which is a problem. So we should be paying attention to our trains and trying to pull as much stuff off of them as we can. Yeah, they're just really utilizing all of the steel. But this is good. We've hit satisfactory on the supply. We are limited on the city waste, which is troublesome. But what we could try to do there is set up even more recycling. Close-ish by, and try to dump that into here as well. Although the trains bringing that stuff in here is gonna go kind of crazy. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure how to improve our waste disposal, because these guys aren't pulling the steel out of here fast enough. They're utilizing all of the aluminum, which is great. We could have you guys trying to feed a secondary high-tech part location if we bulldoze some of these houses in here. Like, let's pause. I'm gonna go a little nuts here. Polymer bar, which is gonna feed into a factory over here. Which is high-tech part. And then that's gonna feed into a guy that will empty into this supply center over here. And then, in order to feed this guy a bunch of aluminum, we will have to set up a bunch of recycling centers. I wonder if, can we set it up on the outside of the city, like here? We only have 3 available right now, but we'll try. 1, 2, 3. There is an open spot, so we'll do waste metal, which then gets fed into 2 recycling centers here. Problem is that now we have a bunch of steel bar that we don't know what to do with. It's the age-old question. Like, when you have something set up to utilize the aluminum, the steel bar gets in the way. But we could just dump off the steel bar into something else, like mechanical parts. We've done that before. So this is steel bar, or that should be steel bar. This should be aluminum. And then you just kind of feed back. Like, ideally, we'd want to dump it into concrete manufacturing, but it's kind of far away from elsewhere. And this is already, like, overloaded with steel, so there's not, like, a whole lot we can do for that. So I think we will do kind of like a stupid assembler here that just pulls steel bar into... Like, I almost think you do it, you just dump it into steel bar, or into depot zone. Just like infinite depot 1s. Just to get rid of the steel. Let's see how well that helps Dhaka's growth here. Because their demand is fine. It's all about getting that city waste disposal up. It's up to 88%, which is pretty good. We should go back to our sulfur land here, and then switch you over to waste disposal. I should almost, you know what? I should have 2 assemblers here. One that does supply center, one that does waste disposal. Is there anything else that just does concrete? Steel bar, concrete. That one's not concrete at all. I think it's no, they already got supply centers. Never mind. I don't know where I'm making a recycling centers. That might be somewhere else. New Dhaka has hit green. Hell yeah, 100%. The way we've set it up, I feel like Dhaka could become our new super city compared to, like, taking over from Guangzhou, because it's kind of stuck at 10,000. But part of that is we haven't tried to tackle the food thing. which I said I would try this episode, and I haven't done anything about it. So let's see. Let's try that set that up right now. Good God, we're gonna have to bring nitrogen from so far away. All right. Where are we building drills? Mechanical part and reinforced concrete. Is it in the rail yard? It sure is. Okay, so let's bump this up to like 25. Because right now we're like, anytime I want to set up any kind of like ice field extraction, I'm like, I don't have enough drills. All right, so the plan here, we're gonna set up a double depot for nitrogen. And then we're gonna surround this thing with gas, or ice drills. We do need to set up where our rail is gonna be, so let's set that up and not try to cover it up accidentally. Okay, ice drills, activate. Have at it. I don't care about the water right now. Maybe we do in the future. Right now it's all about nitrogen. Take me to Guangzhou. And now, I mean, we can connect to this line here. It doesn't need to be its own rail. This is that might be the biggest rail I have on the planet right now. It's very funny to think about that. But we should also probably name this guy down here if we want to find it relatively quickly. So we'll call you nitrogen delivery. Maybe Guangzhou. How do you spell that? It's right there. I missed an A. Guangzhou nitrogen. Good enough. It also doesn't have a number. Oh, neat. If you hit the number of these other things, it'll automatically bring you to those. Cool. All right. Nitrogen is starting to stack up. Great news. Let's add more drills. Go wild with it. All right. We need more trains. Let's go ahead and make like 10 trains the limit now, because I'm starting to use trains pretty prolifically as well. So train 1, start here, all the way up to Guangzhou, and deliver to this location, because we can offload nitrogen there. It's a lot of biocompost to the nitrogen. Oh, we have to set up. Where do you make food? Where do you make compost in? Is it the recycling center? Or is it a factory? I haven't looked at it too closely yet, as you can see. Like, what if I just, like, plop you down? Ah, so you... Wait. Nope, that's carbon and nitrogen. It's gotta be the, this guy. Yeah, it sure is. So this guy's set to metal waste. That's great. This guy... That's also metal waste. Okay. And then this guy... These two guys are set to compost. I remember doing this now. And so they'll pull nitrogen from here. Then they'll make compost, which we do need to offload somewhere. This guy I don't think is doing anything. He just grabbed a steel, but he's not... This guy is overlapping him entirely. I don't think this dude does anything. So what I need to do is I need to build a depot that can grab the compost. I'm sorry, person, I need to get rid of your house. So compost goes here. And then to make food, you need a greenhouse, which takes compost and water. So having it like stuffed inside the city like this is probably not a great thing. So maybe like here. So we'll get compost, and then we can build water here, and then we have to figure out how to get water to it. Where is there water? There's an ocean. I don't think I can pump water out of the ground up here, because we have... So, must be built over humid ground not submerged in water. Green areas in the water view. We could build a bunch of pumps... Oh, never mind. I was like, we could build them in this crater. No, that crater looks pretty dang inhospitable. I'm kind of surprised there's no There's no water in this dude. Also, I don't know if I could get a rail in there either, because that looks almost like impenetrable, right? Yeah, like, we'll have to build... Oh, I see. They're like these blue areas where you could build pumps. So you could, like, just throw a pump, like, here. And then do you just make water? You sure do. That's kind of cool. Water guy? Let's watch. And there you go. Neat. Why don't we... let's just... This will be kind of like an experiment in water management, I guess. Yeah, let's throw down 3 pumps, fill up this guy, and then new train. Just for water delivery to Guangzhou as well. Zoom out. That's... Nope, that's the right city. But we need to bring it in to this side to be able to deliver. Oops. Thusly. We're running out of rail? Oh, no, we're not. It's just, we've never used this much rail at one time before. All right, we're using nitrogen appropriately. We should add another train to be able to fill that guy, or to be able to load this guy faster. There we go. Yeah, look at the drones doing work. They might be able to fully load that train, which is pretty cool. Problem is, can we offload the fully loaded train? I don't think so. We'd have to bulldoze this person's house. Which, you know, we've been doing this whole time. Maybe it's worth it to do so. Just to keep up. And then back to the water production. We need a train to be delivering water. What's this? Oh, I did it again! No! I hate it when I do that. Every time I bulldoze some poor person's house. There, is that okay? I think so. I always bulldoze some poor person's house and they're like, what have you done? Don't bulldoze this house. Bulldoze this house and move this here. There we go. That's fine. What a mess. This is definitely, like, not the best way to be building your cities. It's definitely the not the most efficient. Having this spaghetti. I think the things that work the best in this game, and I've seen a few people talk about on the subreddit and such, is like having locations that you deliver, like just transporting materials out of your cities, making your final materials like your reinforced concrete, your food, your high-tech parts, what have you, and then shipping those directly to the city. That works best for people. And I think that makes total sense, because as you produce stuff, it gets harder and harder to have like these supply chains that are well balanced within the cities, because the city grows around it, which totally makes sense as well. I think if I were to do this over again, I would be setting up my manufacturing sites outside of the cities, like in the middle of nowhere. Build all of the stuff and then deliver it to the cities. And then it becomes more of a transportation logistics game where you're like trying to pull stuff into the cities faster rather than like balance these supply lines. And maybe I'm just bad at it. I'm definitely just bad at it. But the balance part of it is apparently something I'm not good at. Let's see here. So you guys are doing fine. You got plenty of concrete. You don't have enough steel, which is coming only from these guys. And you don't have enough high-tech parts, which is dependent on aluminum bars, which we're not getting. Part of the problem is we have like this ridiculous amount of steel that's not being... You know what? I should probably change you from delivering over here. You should, like, deliver over to this side so we can combine it to make more steel. I think I'm gonna move you here. No, that doesn't work. Because we need that to be attached to this thing here. What I could do is I could throw down a depot for steel bar there, which will only hit this guy. Well, now it'll hit both of them. Although they aren't, it's not connected to the concrete though, rough. See, this is what I'm talking about. You're just like trying to shift things around in order to hit as many things as you can. Although I like this idea. What are you delivering to? Oh, you're the high-tech part guy. Okay, yeah, that's fine, because you're getting aluminum from this depot. But are you connected to anything to deliver your high-tech parts to is the question. You are, great. This is where the spider web is a nightmare as well. Okay, so this steel train that is not moving needs to change to deliver over here, which we cannot do because there's no loop, right? Is that how that works? You think it would be able to, like, deliver here and then just loop back around that way? How could I make a train loop if I really wanted to? This guy has to be here, which is rough. How do I move this train? This train is the one that I really need to be delivering steel over here to, because that's holding up all of this recycling over here. We're utilizing all of the aluminum, we just need to get the steel out of here. So this needs to get delivered to this guy to be able to turn it into reinforced concrete. What if, instead of having our steel over there... What if I get rid of this guy? Oops. My bad. Throw this guy down as reinforced concrete there. Get rid of this dude, because these guys are not full. So we don't really need double depots unless the trains are like fully aren't being fully unloaded. But we can deal with that later. Right now we just need to get the process like up and running in general. So this guy covers both of these factories. This guy can be delivered to by this steel train if we move it to here. There it goes. Now the question is, can these steel drones keep up with these trains? I highly doubt it. Oh no, our I was like, why is there no more concrete? It's because, once again, we've run out of concrete. All right, let's move all of our extractors. This will be the last thing we do this episode before checking in on our food production. I want to move you out and then add a second sulfur depot. I think would be good. Like that. And then just start harvesting even more sulfur to get this field back up and running. And then this like middle field, you're like almost gone, but we can shift you guys all the way over here. We can move this here, move the factory, move you three here, and then both of you will feed this single guy. And I don't think we need this other depot. And this field will get used up soon. All right, let's check in on our food. How's the greenhouse doing? Short on water. So we're keeping up well with the compost. Oh, we don't have any output for food. Supply center? We almost, you know what? We need another supply center. Dang, you know, we can do rats. we could do a food here. This is messy. So I forgot that we need to offload food as well. So food here, and then we can do another supply center. These cities are like absolute nightmares from a city planning perspective. But we'll do food, or oh, sorry, it's not waste disposal. It's a supply center. You go there, and then put a food thing here. Ta-da! Hooray! Are we actually delivering food? Oh, dang it, Guangzhou, did you lose enough population that you no longer want food? That is the case. I'm devastated. It's because we lost all of our reinforced concrete. And once again, our steel trains are completely backlogged because we can't keep up with the concrete production. Where are you guys delivering your concrete to? You're delivering it over here, which makes total sense because you're also utilizing reinforced concrete for reinforced concrete. This guy, is that our mid-range one? No, that's our far away one, which the trains are not getting fully loaded. Like, not even close. And part of that might just be because we haven't kept up. Because this guy was offloaded. Alright. Let's check in on Dhaka, make sure it's not gonna flood anytime soon. This is probably gonna be our biggest ocean. And maybe it was folly to plunk you down right where we did, but we could always move you further out. If it's gonna get flooded, we can just move it along the train line that we built, and then it'll just deliver faster. We should definitely add another train here. And we should have another water depot to load the trains as fast as possible. Yeah, that other train is coming back fairly slowly. Okay, cool. Well, I think it's been a long enough episode. Let's try to get Guangzhou back to where it was before. It's starting to grow again, which is great. 9,934. If we can get back above 10,000 by delivering high-tech parts and reinforced concrete, we can get them to accept food, and then hopefully the population will go, you know, sky high again. But for now, let's pause the episode. If you guys enjoyed the episode, click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more Plan B Terraform or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. That also helps me out a lot. But until next time, everybody, I hope you have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody!